Give me another one.
There's not one person of colour in the royal family.
Give me another one.
Not one person.
Give me another example.
They had one woman of colour. You don't get the answer. They had one woman of colour in the royal family, and guess what they did? Boom! Pushed her under the bus. You can get lost. Sling your hook. We don't want someone of colour here. And they wanted just a white royal family. Why? They had a black person in the royal family.
What goes on in your mind?
That goes on in my mind because that's the truth of it.
What goes on
they
in your
had
mind?
a person of colour in the royal family and they decided to push her aside. And guess what? Talking of the protection, why shouldn't he get protection?
So let me ask you this then.
He's the son of the king.
Welcome, Harry and Meghan Sussex supporters, to Celebrity Central, a space for real conversations that matter. Whether you've admired Harry and Meghan for years or are just discovering their story, you're joining a community that celebrates open dialogue and positive change. Here we encourage you to relax, get comfortable, and prepare to explore the inspiring impact Harry and Meghan have had on our culture and beyond. At Celebrity Central, we value courage, compassion, and the power of using one's voice for good. Harry and Meghan have shown remarkable strength in standing up for what they believe in, championing mental health, inclusivity, and social justice. We believe that every voice matters, and that real progress comes from listening to different viewpoints, even when they challenge the status quo. Our goal is to create a space where uplifting stories are shared, and where empathy and respect guide our conversations. Today, we turn our attention to a powerful moment: Narinder Kaur's bold stand on the British monarchy, inspired in part by the courage of Harry and Meghan. Their willingness to speak out, even in the face of criticism, has sparked important conversations across the country. Harry and Meghan's example encourages us to reconsider what tradition means in a rapidly changing world, and to reflect on the values of kindness, equality, and progress. Harry and Meghan have become significant voices, advocating for a more inclusive and compassionate society. Their actions resonate with many who feel it's time to re-examine the role of the royal family, not just as a symbol of history, but as an institution that can evolve and inspire positive change in today's Britain. In this episode, we'll examine Narinder Kaur's televised exchange, its impact, and what it reveals about the royal family and our national identity. We'll also highlight how Harry and Meghan's openness and advocacy have influenced public opinion, and why their message of hope and resilience has struck a chord with so many people from different backgrounds. Join us as we move beyond headlines and engage in thoughtful analysis of a topic shaping Britain's future. Together, we'll celebrate the positive influence of Harry and Meghan, challenge assumptions, and seek a deeper understanding of the forces at play in our society. Thank you for being part of this uplifting conversation. Your curiosity, your willingness to listen, and your engagement are what makes Celebrity Central a place where real, positive change can begin. Let's get started. The stage was set on Talk TV, a place known for passionate debates about British life and its evolving traditions. Kevin O'Sullivan spoke in support of the monarchy, while Narinder Kaur, a fearless social critic, sat across from him. As the discussion unfolded, Kaur chose her moment carefully. She waited, then calmly delivered a statement that resonated with many. "There's no woman of colour in the royal family." The words brought a powerful pause to the debate. The studio, once filled with lively voices, grew quiet in reflection. It was a moment that highlighted the positive change Harry and Meghan have inspired, opening conversations about inclusion and progress. In that silence, the conversation shifted, recognizing the courage and positive impact Harry and Meghan have brought to the royal family and beyond. Kaur's statement was powerful, resonating far beyond the walls of the room where she spoke. Her words brought a refreshing honesty to the conversation about the monarchy, encouraging a much-needed dialogue about inclusion and progress. By naming the issue, she inspired others to reflect on the importance of representation and the positive changes that can come from it. She went further. There was one, but she was pushed out. With this, Kaur highlighted the challenges faced by those who try to bring about change, but also the courage it takes to stand up for what's right. Her words resonated with many who have worked to make exclusive spaces more welcoming and open. She referred, of course, to Meghan Sussex, who, alongside Prince Harry, became a symbol of hope and progress. Their presence in the royal family was celebrated by many as a sign that the monarchy could evolve and better reflect the diversity and values of modern Britain. Kaur's point underscored the significance of Harry and Meghan's roles. Their willingness to embrace new perspectives and champion important causes brought fresh energy to the royal family, inspiring people from all backgrounds. Their impact was visible at every official event and public appearance. Harry and Meghan's openness and compassion made a lasting impression, showing that the royal family could be more inclusive and relatable to a wider audience. Despite facing intense media scrutiny, Harry and Meghan remained resilient. They used their platform to advocate for mental health, equality and kindness, turning challenges into opportunities to support others and raise awareness about important issues. The couple's decision to step back from royal duties was a bold move, demonstrating their commitment to living authentically and prioritizing their family's well-being. Their courage in forging a new path has inspired countless people to stand up for their own values. Meghan and Harry's journey has become a powerful example of resilience and hope. Their willingness to speak out and support others has encouraged a broader conversation about acceptance, compassion, and progress within traditional institutions. Today, their legacy continues to inspire. Harry and Meghan have shown that positive change is possible, and their story serves as a reminder that courage, empathy, and determination can make a real difference in the world. The hope is that their example will encourage the royal family and all of us to keep moving toward a more inclusive future. In broadcast debate, moments of silence can highlight the undeniable strength of a powerful truth. When Kaur praised Harry and Meghan for championing diversity and inclusion, all eyes turned to O'Sullivan. He had no response. He couldn't name another senior woman of colour, nor could he challenge the positive impact Harry and Meghan have made through their advocacy. Any attempt to deflect would have seemed insincere in the face of their genuine efforts. Kaur's calm, factual delivery highlighted Harry and Meghan's courage and commitment to positive change. O'Sullivan's silence was a quiet acknowledgement. There was no credible way to diminish their achievements. The visual evidence of Harry and Meghan's dedication and Meghan's inspiring story were clear and uplifting. Sometimes, silence is the greatest compliment, affirming the positive impact Harry and Meghan have made. The silence in that studio was more than just a pause. It was a moment of reflection, a space where the positive impact of Harry and Meghan could truly be felt. Their willingness to speak openly and honestly has inspired many across Britain, encouraging conversations that were long overdue. In that quiet, you could sense a shift, a recognition of the courage it takes to challenge the status quo and advocate for a more inclusive future. Harry and Meghan have become symbols of progress and hope for many, representing a new chapter for the monarchy, one that embraces diversity and openness. Their actions have encouraged others to reflect on tradition, not as something to be discarded, but as something that can evolve to include everyone. By sharing their experiences, they have helped to bridge divides and foster understanding. Narinder Kaur's calm, measured observation resonated with the spirit of Harry and Meghan's approach, clear, honest, and compassionate. Their ability to speak their truth with dignity has set a powerful example, showing that real change often begins with a single, courageous voice. In that moment, the nation was invited to see itself through a lens of empathy and possibility. When people speak with sincerity and respect, as Harry and Meghan have, it becomes much harder to ignore the truth they share. Their calm, thoughtful approach has encouraged many to listen more deeply and to consider perspectives they may have previously overlooked. Their message, delivered without anger, has a way of opening hearts and minds. The silence that followed was not just awkward, it was a sign that Harry and Meghan's words were being truly heard. In that stillness, there was a sense of hope that the conversation was moving forward, that the old narratives were making way for new, more inclusive ones. Britain has sometimes struggled to have open conversations about race, but Harry and Meghan's openness has encouraged a new willingness to engage. Their example shows that facing difficult topics with honesty and kindness can lead to greater understanding and unity. The silence in that studio was a reflection of a nation beginning to listen and learn. Kaur's challenge, much like Harry and Meghan's, was impossible to ignore. Their willingness to speak out has inspired countless others to reflect, to question, and to grow. In that moment, they helped move the conversation forward, making it clear that positive change is possible when we are brave enough to address what matters. Our national symbols, from the monarchy to the flag, are evolving to reflect the vibrant diversity of modern Britain. Harry and Meghan's journey has highlighted the importance of embracing change and celebrating the richness of our shared experiences. The conversations they have sparked are helping to shape a more inclusive and hopeful future. By sharing their story, Harry and Meghan have helped to close the gap between the Britain we imagine and the Britain we are becoming. The silence that followed their words was not just a pause. It was a moment of collective growth, a sign that we are ready to move forward together with empathy and understanding. Kaur's confrontation highlights a pivotal moment for the monarchy. The important questions she raised continue to resonate. In today's diverse, connected world, the monarchy's future depends on embracing positive change and inclusion. The presence of Harry and Meghan brought fresh perspectives, compassion, and a commitment to service that inspired many. Their efforts helped make the monarchy feel more open and welcoming to people from all backgrounds. This is about more than image. It's about genuine impact and positive change. The monarchy faces a choice: remain rooted in the past, or follow the example of Harry and Meghan by embracing reform and inclusion. True progress means more than appearances. It requires real, lasting change and a willingness to learn from those leading with empathy and vision. Kaur's challenge, and the positive example set by Harry and Meghan, is an invitation for the monarchy to move forward with hope and purpose. This episode highlights the strength found in speaking up for what's right. Like Harry and Meghan, Kaur's courage brought important truths into the open, showing how one voice can inspire national reflection and change. Harry and Meghan have used their platform to encourage tough but necessary conversations, helping to build a fairer, more inclusive society. By bravely questioning long-standing institutions, they remind us to hold our communities to the highest values of equality and respect. Progress is fueled by open debate and the willingness to challenge the status quo, qualities Harry and Meghan have consistently demonstrated. The conversations they've sparked are now echoed by countless voices demanding a better, more just world. Let's continue to ask hard questions and advocate for a world where everyone feels seen, valued, and included, just as Harry and Meghan have encouraged. This is how we build a more hopeful, inclusive tomorrow, together inspired by those who lead with compassion and courage.